subway, and the next half is over the bridge that you see with this suspended by iron wire to design. I mean, honestly to say, it looks much pretty in photos because you get to see the aerial view of it, but when you're in the bus you won't realize when that difference comes in, when you're under the sea and we're actually above. But that was more fun. And I'm finally here, the city of Malmo in Sweden, my second country of this trip. It seems like a bright sunny day, but it's also very much windy. So I'm here in Malmo for the next, it's 1 p.m. right now. I'm there until 11 p.m. today, so it's going to be a day trip, and then I move on to the next city. I've not planned anything particularly, but I'm looking in for the entry to the Malmo station, and maybe I want to get rid of this bag. So is this trip healthy? Maybe not, because it's entire day of walking. Economically healthy? Yes, it is. I don't stay anywhere and I keep moving. I asked the bookkeeper if there's a place, and he did mention there is something around here towards the left, so I can keep my bag and that I don't need to keep roaming with it. And I think, oh, here I find it. Lovely. I've gotten rid of the big bag, and I just have my backpack, but I got to keep that because I have my documents in them. Well, it's pretty easy. They take, I think, €3 per hour for the bag. Probably I won't use it for the rest of the trip, but at least maybe for like 5 hours, 6 hours, and then maybe I'll spend some time in the station after that. You're supposed to put your bag in, shut it, and yeah, you give your card details, and then it gives you the slip. It has a code, so whenever you put the code in, it lets your bag out and it'll cut out the money depending on how much you've used it. So just for proof, it's G10, the box number is G10, so I don't forget it. Finally I'm out. I took a 1 hour lunch break. I had got some food from Copenhagen, finished that. Really sweet people, I would say, in Malmo. I just requested one of the cafeterias if they could heat my burger up that I picked up today morning, and they said yes to it. They also filled my bottle of water because otherwise water is paid up here. And now the walking tour starts. I'm heading to this church close by. It's very close to the central station, so I thought I'll finish up with that. I think it's called St. Peter's Church, and yeah, just pay a small visit and then head off for the day as well. Touch wood, it's a very sunny day, and I do hope to go to the beach side as well. So it's 2 p.m. today. It's my 4th day that I'm traveling, and today we see Malmo around. I'm sure I've mentioned it a couple of times now. I'm just losing out words to spin in the vlog, so it's windy again. Sorry that I said I'm some of the sunny part. Just got done with church. Now I'm heading down to the town hall. It's, I think, just a 5 minutes walk. I can almost see it from this end. I'll show you guys around once I get there. Well, this is the town hall. They have their entire circle with their government offices. I think it's very similar to the one we have in Hamburg as well, called as the Hamburg Rathaus. This sun makes so much of a difference for someone who's traveling. It's really making my day. So a very fun fact that I was just reading across. Don't take my word on this, but that's what Google says. But Sweden and Copenhagen, so these are two places I was at and I am at this point. They have gone to war against each other the most number of times, apparently around 30, and that is also seen when you walk around, because a lot of these statues and a lot of the monuments have something to do with Denmark. And when I was in Denmark, a lot of those statues had to do a lot with what happened in the war with Sweden. And it's crazy to know, usually I'm just not bothered about these things, but since I stumbled upon this fact, that's interesting, because they're also very close by. But now obviously they're just split by probably by the bridge that I crossed today. And the funny part is, they've been going to wars, and here I'm trying to compare which one has better food. Is it Sweden or Denmark? It's crazy. And now I walk towards the Malmo Malmo Castle. I mixed up castle and palace together. So yeah, I'm heading there now. I think I'll try to rent a cycle if possible. There seems to be a lot of walking. It's 1.5 kilometers and I don't see any bus routes to there. I believe I'm nearing the castle, because I think you can see it there. But this is a small garden right before that, and there is still quite some tourists. I think people in and around Germany and Belgium and places like that. Not Belgium is a bit too far, but like from Copenhagen, I think they come here for like day trips, because it's very close by for them as well. And there may be like handful of things that you can see in Malmo, I believe, but it's less crowded, really less people around here. So I think it also gives you the space to walk around. Copenhagen city was crowded. This is not the case, so that's nice. I believe that's the entrance for the castle. Well, that's a different looking castle though. This is not what I had in mind, but we won't judge the kings and the queens. What protected them. So it's a informatory board over here that says, so I don't know if it's visible on the video, but these window panes over here are actually reflectors, so it kind of gives a shine. And what they wanted to depict is, back, I think, what did it say, 400 years ago, they had parties and dinner parties and dance, musical stuff happening here, and they wanted to depict of how shiny and grand this castle is from the inside when the kings and the queens party. But it's also written that the kings and the queens also built this castle so that the farmers and the soldiers would come here to pay taxes. But nevertheless, I'm sure the parties were quite a vibe. Universal, I kept walking to this building that's called as Twisted Torso Building or something very similar. I forgot the name, and it looks as what the name says. It's a business center. There is some entry fee if you want to climb up the X number of floors, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Also, it's shut. It's usually open only till 3 p.m. But it's a very beautiful building. I think it's also one of the main attractions in Malmo. You see this in the top 10 places to visit for sure, because there are only 9 places in Malmo to see. I'm quickly come here to Lidl because it's very windy outside, and also I thought I'll get some fruits and maybe something to bite on, because I think I don't want to eat a heavy lunch. And I must say, even Malmo, even though it's a small city, it's substantially very expensive as compared to Germany, Hamburg. It's surprising. So I'm somewhere close to the beach, and it's a weird choice what I got from Lidl, but it's dark chocolate and banana. If you laugh at this, you're a little kid, but check out the view. This honestly gives me a vibe of how back in India, where I am from, Mumbai, there's this place called the Queen's Necklace Marine Lines, and you could see the sea link from there. The bridge that I mentioned previously during my bus, that's the bridge that we crossed, and that's what it reminds me of. I can't believe there are houses. Oh, that's the twisting tar, or twisted tar, turning torso. One of those things. This is a really nice place. I swear this, I don't know if my Mumbai friends can match with this, but this is really Marine Lines. Is the stones, is the bridge, is the sunset, is the walk, is the expensive buildings to the left. It's exactly the same. Well, anyhow, I'll be going across there. I think I can see a patch of grass. Maybe sit there and relax until there's proper sunset. I think sunset will be in an hour from now. We have time. We have 6 more hours for the next bus. Recording this on my phone because I had to zoom into something very particular. So this is the bridge that I came, and then like I said, it goes underground. Then I didn't realize how good the camera was, but you see the building there with the smoke coming in? Smoke coming out? That's the building that we went in Copenhagen. And I can't believe I'm in a different country and I can see a building that's so far away. It's great. I'm just going to collect my bag again. 1, 3, 6, 9, 5, 3, 2. So I've got my bag. It cost me not a lot. I think it's much worth than if I had to carry this bag around everywhere. I have asked an espresso house how long they would be open. They said they'd be open for 2 more hours. It's 7 p.m. right now, so I'll be there till 9 p.m. Then I gotta spend 2 more hours somewhere, but I'll figure it out. We will see hour by hour. Honestly, I'm a bit cold now, so that's the reason I'm in. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I'll just catch up with a few of my friends and have a nice warm coffee, and I should be good to go again. I'm here finally. It's the last day in Malmo. Last day, as in it was a day trip for me in Malmo. And now I'm off to my next city, that is Stockholm. My bus is here. It leaves in half an hour, and I will be in Stockholm by 8 in the morning. I was here chilling in the central station, just at the coffee shop for around 4 hours. But it was getting windy, so I thought maybe why not just go relax. So that's about it. I will see you guys tomorrow in Stockholm.